Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're watching this video, chances are you've just gone through a breakup and are wondering if it's possible to reconnect with your ex. You might be asking yourself whether you should wait for her to reach out or if you should take the first step. Well, today I'm here to help you find the answers. The truth is, if you're waiting for her to come back, you might be waiting a very long time. Most women don't usually take the initiative after a breakup, and if you want to reconnect, it's going to be up to you to take action. But don't worry, this isn't about playing games or using manipulation. It's about stepping up and showing that you're the kind of man who can lead this relationship forward. In today's video, I'll share the steps you need to rebuild the connection, approach her naturally and authentically, and create a foundation for a stronger relationship. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you find this video helpful. Let's get started. The following success stories showcase how the no-contact rule worked for men who gave their ex-partners a brief period of space, just 3 to 7 days, following a breakup. In my experience helping men reconcile with their exes, I've consistently advised against lengthy periods of no contact. Specifically, anything beyond 3 to 7 days can be counterproductive when it comes to winning a woman back. The reasoning behind this is that the dynamics of the no-contact rule differ significantly for men and women. For instance, when a woman quickly accepts the end of a relationship and refrains from contacting her ex for an extended period, 30 to 60 days, it tends to work in her favor. This is partly because many men experience a sense of loss or rejection when they don't hear from their former partner, prompting them to reach out to see if she still cares. Additionally, men often find it challenging to meet and connect with new potential partners after a breakup. This difficulty, combined with the absence of their ex, can lead to feelings of nostalgia and longing. However, this approach doesn't yield the same results for men trying to reconnect with women. Most women interpret prolonged silence from their ex-partner as abandonment. This can drive them to seek emotional security and companionship elsewhere. Unlike men, women often have an easier time finding a new partner to date or build a relationship with after a breakup. As a result, if a man ignores his ex for an extended period, she's more likely to move on. For this reason, if you plan to use the no-contact rule as part of your strategy to reconcile with your ex, it's crucial to limit the duration to 3 to 7 days. Waiting any longer could significantly increase the risk of her moving forward without you. With that in mind, here are 3 success stories where men used a brief period of no contact, no more than a week, before actively working on rebuilding the relationship with their ex. Story number 1. He accepted the breakup, cut off contact for 3 days, called her, arranged a meetup, and got her back. In this story, the man chose to handle the breakup with emotional strength and maturity. Instead of reacting impulsively, he calmly expressed something along the lines of, "While I don't want us to part ways, I respect your decision and won't create any challenges for you. I care about you and hope that someday we can at least reconnect as friends. Take care. Goodbye." By responding in a composed, non-needy way, he naturally began to rekindle her sense of respect for him, even though she may not have immediately realized it. Afterward, he decided to give her some space. For 3 days, he refrained from texting, calling or reaching out through social media. This gave her the opportunity to reflect on the situation without feeling pressured or overwhelmed. Once the 3 days had passed, he called her. Rather than pleading or appearing desperate with phrases like, "I miss you so much, can we meet? I need to see you," which likely would have pushed her further away, he opted for a more light-hearted approach. Using humor, he broke the ice, making her smile and easing any lingering tension. This playful tone made her feel at ease talking to him again. During the conversation, he focused on sparking positive emotions. He maintained his confidence and didn't allow her responses to shake him. By making her laugh and feel good, he gradually rebuilt a sense of comfort and attraction. After a while, he casually suggested meeting for a quick coffee. Initially, she declined, not wanting to appear too eager. However, he stayed calm and confident, gently persisting without pressuring her. His relaxed demeanor eventually led her to agree. At their meetup, he continued to ignite her romantic and emotional feelings by showing her, through his actions, attitude, and the way he interacted, that he had grown and improved as a person since the breakup. As she observed his newfound confidence and maturity, her emotional barriers started to fade. She found herself drawn to him in a refreshing, exciting way and decided to give the relationship another chance. Story number 2. He cut off contact for a week. She called him on the 8th day and they met up and got back together. Rather than lose control and act in ways that might push his partner further away, like begging, pleading, or overwhelming her with promises to change, this man chose a different approach. He maintained his composure, kept his dignity, and walked away from the relationship with confidence and self-respect. Once they separated, he made no effort to reach out to her. Instead, he used the time apart wisely, focusing on personal growth and self-improvement. He worked on becoming a more attractive and desirable version of himself by building his confidence, emotional strength, independence, and maturity, strengthening his belief in his own value and appeal, engaging in activities that made him feel happy and fulfilled without depending on the relationship, such as pursuing personal goals, spending time with friends, or exploring hobbies he had set aside. This helped him shift his focus away from sadness and hopelessness and toward becoming the best version of himself, not just for her but for his own well-being. Interestingly, by not contacting his ex during this time, he created space for her to reflect. She began to wonder, what's he doing? Is he moving on? Has he met someone else? After about 8 days of no communication, curiosity got the better of her, and she decided to call him to find out why he hadn't been in touch. When they spoke, he kept the conversation light and enjoyable, making her laugh and feel good about reconnecting. He didn't treat the conversation as a chance to be overly formal or distant. Instead, he added a playful tone, creating just the right amount of chemistry to show he was still interested, without coming across as overly eager or just looking for friendship. During the call, he suggested they meet up, and she agreed. At the meeting, he demonstrated that he had evolved into a more confident, emotionally strong, and purpose-driven man, someone she could admire, respect, and feel attracted to again. He also kept the energy playful and flirty, building a sense of excitement between them. As the connection deepened, he gave her a hug, which she welcomed, and then a kiss. This progression led to a renewed intimacy between them. By that point, she naturally felt drawn back to him. They reconnected not just physically, but emotionally, and the relationship was rekindled. Story number 3. He called her to say he accepted the breakup and wished her well. He reattracted her on the call and then ended it. She contacted him 6 days later. In this success story, just like in others involving the no-contact rule, the guy didn't lose his composure when the breakup happened. Instead, he stayed calm and self-assured, confident in his ability to rekindle her feelings with the right approach. After some time, he reached out to her with a phone call and said something along the lines of, "Hey, I know you'd prefer I don't contact you right now, as you might think I'd tried to convince you to change your decision, but I just want to let you know that I completely accept the breakup, and I promise not to pressure you into anything you're not comfortable with." This approach sent a clear message without explicitly stating it that he wasn't going to dwell in sadness or put his life on pause because of the breakup. This calm, respectful demeanor sparked a renewed sense of admiration for him. She began to see him as someone confident and mature, qualities that naturally drew her toward him again. Before ending the call, he added something like, "That's all I wanted to share. I wish you happiness and all the best. Take care, bye," and he ended the conversation after she said goodbye as well. Afterward, he stayed true to his word and didn't reach out to her again, not even a simple text to check in. During this time, she couldn't stop thinking about how composed and emotionally grounded he had been during the call. The more she reflected on it, the more her respect for him grew. This gradually rekindled her feelings of attraction. After about 6 days of missing him and wondering if he had already moved on, she decided to call him herself. During their conversation, he reignited her feelings further by using humor to make her feel comfortable, playful flirting to recreate a spark, and a confident tone that showcased how much he had grown as a person. Her renewed feelings led her to believe that things could truly be different this time. This allowed her to open up to the idea of giving the relationship another chance. Ultimately, they reunited and found their relationship stronger and more fulfilling than before. 5 problems to be aware of when using the no-contact rule. Before deciding whether to use the no-contact rule as a strategy to reconnect with your ex by avoiding contact for 30 to 60 days, it's important to be mindful of some potential challenges you may face along the way. For instance, if you want to go for a fast walk during your daily routine, you could eat soup, strawberries, and roast chicken. Number 1. Misunderstanding how men and women respond to no contact. It's important to recognize that men and women react to the no contact rule in fundamentally different ways. This difference stems from the fact that the reasons men and women typically end relationships are not the same. For instance, when a man ends a relationship, it's often because he feels disrespected, unappreciated, or frustrated by certain behaviors in the relationship. Sometimes he might decide to break up as a way to send a message, hoping his partner will recognize her behavior, make changes, and return to him. The aim in many cases is to restore the relationship in a way that feels more balanced and respectful to him. However, if the woman does not reach out and instead uses the no-contact rule, the man might begin to worry. He could start imagining her spending time with friends, meeting new people, and possibly developing new romantic connections. This can lead to feelings of regret or even fear of losing her permanently. In many cases, this results in the man being the one to break the silence by reaching out through a message, phone call, or arranging to meet. At that point, the relationship may be rekindled if the woman is still open to reconciliation. On the other hand, the dynamics are often very different when a man applies the no-contact rule to try and win back a woman. More often than not, women end relationships because their feelings of respect, attraction, and love for their partner have diminished over time. This decline might be caused by behaviors or attitudes that no longer align with what she values or desires in a relationship. In this context, using the no-contact rule may not have the desired effect. Instead of feeling compelled to reconnect, the woman may experience a sense of relief and use the time apart to move on emotionally. The absence of contact can affirm her decision to leave rather than motivate her to return. Number 2, cutting off contact for so long that she moves on. Many men don't realize that ignoring an ex-partner for just 3 to 7 days can be enough to achieve the outcome they're hoping for. This short break often allows emotions to settle, gives her a chance to miss him, and opens the door for communication and potential reconciliation. However, instead of sticking to this time frame, some men extend it unnecessarily, sometimes for 30 or even 60 days. A common thought process might go like this: my situation is different. My ex is really upset with me right now, so if I try to reach out too soon, she probably won't respond. If I give her more time, maybe weeks or even months, she'll calm down, miss me, and be more open to reconnecting. But here's the reality. Waiting 30 or 60 days often doesn't lead to the desired result. Instead, it gives her ample time to meet someone new, develop feelings for another person, and potentially move on entirely. When a woman ends a relationship, it's often because she no longer feels the same level of respect, attraction, or love she once did. By not reaching out, a man doesn't typically inspire thoughts like, why isn't he contacting me? Does he not care? I should call him before it's too late. Instead, she's more likely to think, well, this is easier than I expected. I'm relieved I don't have to deal with the stress of this relationship anymore. Now I can focus on my life. Even in cases where a woman misses her ex and wants to reconcile, extended silence can make her feel unimportant or hurt. Over time, this might push her to let go of those feelings and move forward for good. In either scenario, the man risks losing the chance to rebuild the connection. This is why it's essential not to delay taking action if you want to work on getting your ex back. Waiting too long can lead to regret and missed opportunities. Additionally, there's another crucial issue to consider when applying the no-contact rule to rekindle a relationship. Number 3, failing to re-attract her when you do reach out. A common mistake many men make when following the no-contact rule is not using the time apart to grow and improve. Instead, they focus solely on how much they miss their ex, but fail to make any meaningful changes in themselves. For instance, a man who was overly needy or clingy might spend the entire no-contact period feeling sorrowful, thinking, I miss her so much. I can't wait for these 30 or 60 days to end so I can hear her voice again. I can't live without her. When he finally reaches out to her after the waiting period, he may still exhibit the same needy, insecure behavior that led to the breakup in the first place. Instead of being open to rekindling the relationship, she'll likely respond with something like, "Sorry, but nothing has changed since we last spoke. I told you it's over, and I meant it. It's time to move on." This leaves him feeling devastated and wondering why the no-contact rule didn't work for him. The reason is simple. He didn't make any effort to improve or change. Instead of using that time to become more emotionally independent, whether by focusing on his own personal goals, taking up new hobbies, or reconnecting with old friends, he remained stuck in the same emotional state he was in when the relationship ended. When she notices that he hasn't grown or changed during the time apart, it makes her less likely to consider getting back together. This is why it's essential to use the no-contact rule wisely. You need to prepare yourself to re-attract your ex in ways that resonate with her needs and desires. If she sees that you've genuinely worked on yourself and become a better, more confident version of yourself, she will naturally feel a renewed sense of respect and attraction toward you. Once that happens, it becomes much easier to reignite her feelings and potentially win her back. Number 4, reaching out via text and giving up too soon if she doesn't seem interested. When a woman hasn't heard from her ex in a while, it's likely that her initial response won't be overly enthusiastic. Why is that? Every woman has her own reasons, but the most common ones include: she doesn't want to appear like she's been missing him. She's not eager to make it easy for him to win her back. She wants to see if he has the confidence to keep pursuing her, even when she seems distant and unresponsive. She feels hurt that he took so long to reach out and might want to teach him a lesson. However, here's the key point. No matter the reason, your ex might not seem thrilled to hear from you. Don't give up too soon and risk missing your chance to reconnect with her. Instead, believe in your worth and in what you bring to the table, and don't back down just because she doesn't respond warmly right away. Stay confident. Rekindle her romantic and physical attraction towards you, and take steps to win her back. Another important issue to be mindful of when applying the no-contact rule to get your ex back is 5. Assuming that she will be willing to put in the effort to contact him and get him back just because he didn't contact her after the breakup. When it comes to getting your ex back, it's important to understand that you can't assume she'll make the effort to reach out just because he didn't contact her after the breakup. Regardless of whether she's moved on emotionally or still holds out hope for a reconciliation, most women don't typically make the first move. What usually happens is that she continues moving forward with her life, and only if she meets someone new or if you take the initiative and make the necessary steps to reconnect will anything change. Here's the key. As the man, it's your responsibility to be emotionally resilient and take the lead in the process of getting her back. You cannot expect her to do everything and carry the weight of making things right for both of you. Stop waiting around for her to come running back because you're ignoring her. Instead, take control of the situation and lead the way to rebuilding the relationship. It's time to step up. Take that first step toward reconciliation. Before you know it, you and she will be close again, sharing intimate moments, enjoying each other's company, and reigniting the love you once had. And this time, it will feel even more powerful, as you will have grown and learned new ways to attract her, making her want you in ways she didn't before. As we wrap up today's video, let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've discussed. The path to winning your ex back may not be as straightforward as we sometimes wish it were, but it all starts with a simple yet powerful realization. You are the one who must take control of the situation. Waiting for her to make the first move, or relying on the hope that she will eventually come back to you on her own, is not the answer. Instead, it's about stepping up, being the strong, confident man she can trust, and guiding the relationship back to where it belongs. Remember, the emotional strength you bring to the table is the key to success. You are the one who needs to take action. Show her that you're willing to put in the effort, and prove that you are a man who can handle the complexities of rebuilding the relationship. This isn't about manipulation, tricks, or playing games. It's about being genuine, showing her your best self, and taking responsibility for your role in the breakup and the potential for reconciliation. Throughout this journey, there are a few things that are absolutely essential to keep in mind. 1. Understand her needs. A successful relationship is built on mutual understanding and respect. You need to recognize that it's not just about what you want or need, but also what she wants and needs. If you're hoping for a second chance, make sure you're ready to meet her halfway and give her the space and emotional support she needs to feel secure in this renewed connection. 2. Embrace change and growth. The reason many people don't get back together successfully is because they fall back into old patterns. This is your opportunity to learn, grow, and evolve, not just for her, but for yourself. Take this time to reflect on what went wrong in the past and what you can do better moving forward. If you've changed for the better, and can show her that you are a stronger, more self-assured person, it will only make her more attracted to you. 3. Take the lead. As we've discussed, it's ultimately your responsibility to guide the relationship back. If you expect her to take the lead or make the first move, you're only setting yourself up for disappointment. Women, in general, appreciate confidence in a man. They want to feel that their partner is capable, emotionally available, and ready to take the reins. So step up, be bold, and take that first step. Don't wait for her to come to you. Reach out, reconnect, and show her that you're serious about making things work. 4. Patience and persistence. It's important to understand that reconciliation doesn't happen overnight. It requires time, effort, and patience. Don't rush the process or try to force things. Take your time to rebuild trust, rekindle feelings, and nurture the emotional connection. But also, don't give up too easily. If you truly want her back, you have to stay committed to the process and keep moving forward. 5. Be authentic. One of the most powerful tools you have in your arsenal is your authenticity. Be true to who you are, and don't try to be someone you're not in order to win her over. The right person will love you for your real self, not for a version of you that you think they want. Be vulnerable, be sincere, and don't be afraid to show your true emotions. Now let me leave you with one final thought. This isn't just about getting your ex back. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. Whether or not you succeed in rekindling the relationship with your ex, the real goal should be to grow, learn from the past, and become a man who is capable of creating lasting and fulfilling relationships. This process of self-discovery, learning how to communicate better, how to handle your emotions, and how to lead a relationship with confidence. These are the things that will make you more attractive, more desirable, and more successful in every area of your life. Advice moving forward. Take action. Don't let this be another video you watch and forget about. It's easy to get caught in the cycle of passive thinking, hoping things will change on their own. But remember, nothing changes unless you make the decision to change it. So, if you truly want your ex back, start taking the steps now. Start small, reach out, but do so with purpose. Show her the person you've become. Let her see that you're emotionally mature, that you've learned from your past mistakes, and that you're ready for a real, lasting connection. Every step forward counts, no matter how small it may seem. Finally, let this be the start of a new chapter in your life. If things don't work out with your ex, that's okay. There are countless other opportunities out there. You have the power to shape your future. Embrace the lessons you've learned, stay true to yourself, and never stop striving to be better. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. We're here to help you navigate your relationship journey with confidence and wisdom. Hit the like button if you found value in this video and share your thoughts with us in the comments below. Have you gone through a breakup and are working on getting your ex back? What challenges have you faced along the way? Let's start a conversation and help each other out. We're all in this together, and your journey doesn't have to be a lonely one. Stay connected with us for more advice, tips, and strategies to help you become the best version of yourself, both in relationships and in life. Remember, you have the power to make things happen. You just need to take that first step. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.